When I hear The Sims 4, I immediately think of Nancy Landgrab. Don't ask me why, I just do. When I also hear the name Nancy Landgrab, I think of the world where she lives in, Oasis Springs. And that world reminds me of the state of Florida. You know, the state where this type of weird stuff happens? But in all seriousness, I think of old people living in Florida. And when I think of old people in Florida, I think of the Golden Girls. So I made them in The Sims. So yeah, I just started making all four of these lovely ladies in The Sims: Blanche, Dorothy, Sophia, and Rose. I started off with making Dorothy. So yeah, I starting off with her day outfit, giving her the correct vibe. I try to match everything to the Golden Girls' personalities and how they wore things in the show to like the best of my abilities. I don't have all the packs, so I just did like what I could find. And I started off with their bases, like all their facial features and their body already made, because if I showed that from a randomly generated sim to how they are now, it would be like a whole hour because I am the slowest chasm person in the world. Same thing with building. I also make their house in this. You'll see later in the video. I had to cut it down to only the bedrooms, the kitchen, and the main living area. The outside's already done and a few like bathrooms and stuff because if I showed like the entire thing, it would just take forever to complete. So I finished up Dorothy. Oh no, I didn't finish up Dorothy. I'm just giving all of them their track outfits for the exercising because the Golden Girls would definitely wear a bunch of like track outfits. 100%. I'm working on her nightwear right now, giving her nails and oh, that party wear. But also, I put them in the neighborhood where I made them live is the neighborhood where the Calientes are. I forgot the name of it right now, but that little area up there, I think it looks kind of like Florida. I've been to Florida a few times, and it's like there's like palm trees, there's some lakes. It's very like fitting to where their house is because if you didn't know, in the show, they have everything. Their like home area is in Florida. The actual like house basically that was like put in the TV show for like the intro and stuff, that house actually exists in California. And like everything in the show, like each room was like sets. So there was no real like floor plan for me to go off of. Oh, by the way, I'm starting on Rose now. But there's no real floor plan or room depictions for all the rooms in the house. So I just like gathered together some floor plans and put all the bedrooms. But what I was saying, I put them in the little area in Oasis Springs, the neighborhood area. I put a lot of like plants and everything all around. I gave them a car. We love debug items. But we just try to make it all perfect and amazing for them. So for Rose's outfit here, wait for her party wear. I gave her a lot of the same outfit, like this one right here. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. But I use it for her day outfit, like her party wear, her hot weather outfit, even though I don't have seasons. But yeah, so I give them all their little outfits. And then we have Blanche, which is probably like the least looking accurate because she just has so much extravagant, very 80s like fashion, and that's just stuff that I just don't have. Like, there's nothing, like, even like Rose's hair here, like her hair is like curly, but like in the actual show, it's more like puffy and like parted. And there is this perfect hair in vintage glamour, but just like how we're saying, I don't have the packs. But then also with their house, I tried to put down as many objects as I could for like gameplay purposes. Because in The Sims, there's only stuff that's really for elders, like for gameplay, is knitting. But knitting can be done by like anyone except kids and toddlers because they didn't. Toddlers wouldn't knit, but kids, they could knit, but I don't think that they can knit. There's no good stuff for elders, so it's just like a normal house. But what I would, if EA is deciding to lock elder activities behind a paywall, I actually have a fabulous idea for an elder expansion pack. I literally wrote it down on like a paper the other day because I thought it was such an amazing idea. But it is basically like the world would be Florida. I don't know what it would be called, but it'd be like a Florida type world. There would be like this kind of not city like, but there'd be like a few apartments, just like an eco lifestyle, kind of more like rustic, older, not rustic. They'd be like older homes, and it'd be like a very nice, not nice part of Florida, but it'd have be a little bit more city like downtown Miami, if that's the feel. And then there'd be like a really high estate country club, you know, the rich old people golfing. I thought golfing could be like a new skill like bowling, but there'd be lots of like fun golfing to do because old people like to golf, I'm pretty sure. There'd be like a beach with community area section. There could be like a country club lot, nah, a country club lot. And after saying that, maybe a yacht club lot. Or not a lot, just like a building. Boats, like having other boats in the world would be good too. Because we have like some little ski things in Island Living, but like actual boats where you can like go buy a boat. But I don't think that'll ever happen, just like cars. I'm still waiting for my Sims to drive around in cars. But also there would be like kids who could like talk to their like grandparents or whatever about like old reminiscing stories, which I think would be so cute. And then also, this is gonna sound a little gruesome, but funeral homes in The Sims would be, I think they would be nice. But it would be for like all Sims. Even like if your old Sim passes away or like your Sim dies from a cow plant, you can like take their gravestone to like this funeral home place and they could have like a funeral. And like next to it, there'd be like a little graveyard lot where you could like put all your Sims graveyards. And your Sims could like come there and cry, which sounds kind of sad. And it is. But I think it's a good idea. So I'm going with it. Okay, so I'm just finishing up Sophia here. I gave her like the mischief aspiration because that's kind of fun. Oh, and now I'm transferring to the house. So this is what the house looks like. All the backyard. I put lots of hot tub, lots of like floral stuff. Very Miami type palm trees. Not Miami, Florida. I gave them a little car there because the car is cute. We got some garage doors going on. And here I go into Rose's room. So Rose has like a brown type room. She has a couch and this bed. I think the little green one is super cute. So I put her closest to like the front of the area. We have a bookshelf and just some other like stuff. And I found like these few not wall scones, wall decor items from Get Famous. I think I've never used them before because I normally think they're ugly. But I was just scrolling and I found that and I was like, that's perfect. Which you'll see me put up here right now. Yes, these ones. And then also, here's the thing. Get Famous. This pack came in clutch. For this build, definitely could not do this without Get Famous. Could not do it. Like, you just couldn't do the build. And that's all Rose's room done. And here is the living room. The living room definitely took me the longest. The couch was a big issue. Because normally in the show, they have like it's like a wicker type couch and like chairs next to it with like the wicker and a bunch of colors and the pillows and stuff. I don't think we have that type of stuff in many packs. So I just went with like a pink kind of type. It's not this type that I would have liked, but we just don't have that in The Sims. At least not with what I have. So yeah, a little front area. And over there to the left, you just may have saw it, is there's like some black lines and stuff there. That's because in the empty rooms, I just raised up platforms. And yeah, it left that stupid black glitch thing. And this little bar that I made, I think it was very cute. So I put like the cabinets, the bar turned facing the wall with like some mirrors and the little alcohol things because I can tell that the Golden Girls like that. TV is definitely a must. We have some little cabinet areas just here. I filled up a lot of the stuff with a lot of like the rooms and stuff with just random stuff. And then here I was scrolling in the item catalog forever and I grabbed a bunch of items that I think I could have used, like a globe, that little stand thing, this other little stand thing with towels from Eco Lifestyle, but they just didn't fit anywhere. So it was a complete waste of my time, and I would fiddle with the platforms for a while. But it was a complete waste of time gathering out all these objects just to delete them, which is kind of annoying if you're just sitting here doing that. So I just put some chairs everywhere. We got lots of plants in this room, you'll see. It just comes a little bit later. And then I put a fireplace down, I almost put a rug down in front of the fireplace. But then right before I was placing it, I was like, Sims can like die. A fire would just not be good. And oh my gosh, I have like this mod that I have in my game sometimes. It's like the extreme fire mod. It's not what it's called. But it makes fire spread like a million times faster and just 10 times bigger. So I literally have a gallery of me playing with this and there's being absolute monsoons of flames. Like I just made someone like sneeze over the kitchen counter and then the stove catches on fire and then next you know what, the entire first floor is engulfed in flames. And the thing is, there's like multiple modes you can download. When you download the highest one, your game glitches out because your Sims can't put out the fire because there's just so much like lag from the game and all like the entities or whatever. I don't know how the game works, like on the lot. Like you call the fire department, they do nothing. The fire spreads so fast that your Sims can't even put it out. So the only way to like get your game back to normal is just to exit without saving. So I was doing like just some casual playing in the game just for fun, and then I I accidentally had the mod in. My Sim's whole house went up in flames. I didn't save for a while, so then I just had to exit, and I had so much unsaved progress, which is also really annoying. I don't know why we don't have any like autosave in this game or like a feature to turn it on. But I finished up the living room, and now I'm moving to the kitchen. In the kitchen, I just gave it like a cozy type little feel with like the wooden like counters and stuff. And then I put some fruit bowls down. I put quite a fair amount of clutter and like china because old people like china. You know, like china cabinets and like plates and stuff. I don't know why, but like every single old person's house I've been in has just like a rack of like a whole cabinet of china. But every time I'm like, oh, are we gonna eat off of these? They're like, no, that's just for looks. So I'm like, what's the point of having all of these like china and random plates and cups and stuff like that when you're not gonna use it? So you're telling me that the things that are for food is just for like show, and where we're actually just gonna be sitting here eating off of paper plates when you have these glassware. So that I just don't understand why that. And then also, like people have like pool tables in their basement. When I've gone to basements with like a party or whatever, people have a pool table in the basements, but literally no one knows how to play pool. So I'm like, why don't we have a pool? Like, why do you have a pool table if you don't know how to play pool? And that's another thing. We need a pool table in The Sims. We have a foosball table with get together. We need another get together refresh. I think that is a must. And also, we have the broken update, the update that broke the game, and literally nothing works. Well, the game clearly works, but it's just so annoying how they patched us with this update when they said, "Oh, it's gonna be so amazing," and then it broke like everyone's games, and I'm frustrated because other people's games aren't working. It's not my game, but I'm just frustrated that they released something that's broken. And also the new high school pack, I just hear that there's like so many bugs and glitches and just it's broken. And I'm like, stop releasing unreleased content. Not unreleased content, broken content that's not ready to be released to the public because people are spending their hard-earned money on stuff that doesn't work. And that's just my little ramble. But we need to have more refreshes because if you're already paying for these packs, why don't they get the attention? So Spot Eye Refresh was like 10 out of 10. I'm actually thinking about getting that one. But like, no one's gonna buy like Outdoor Retreat when it's broken. Not broken. No one's gonna buy it if it's old and outdated. That's another pack that needs a refresh, Outdoor Retreat. But I'm just gonna stop talking about that because that's probably super boring. So we finished up Sophia's room very quickly, the blue room with all the ruffles. And now we're on Dorothy's room, a little bit more like brown, whites, a few pinks, because she's, not gonna lie, this is gonna sound bad, but she's probably the most boring out of all the Golden Girls. Well, she's like the smart one. So, I mean, she's like the peacekeeper. And then Sophia, my favorite, she is like the chaotic granny that we need. Okay? We all need a Sophia in our life. Someone who just says the right thing at the wrong time, but it's just amazing. And then Rose, very passionate, caring. We love her. And then Blanche, we love Blanche. Romantic, definitely. We always need to have a little bit of that in our life. And then all of her not floral patterns, but you saw the leaves. I don't know which person in the world is bold enough to have bright green leaf wallpaper in their room, but apparently she is, and she's owning it. Because she also has, I gave her like some cabinets, not cabinets, like makeup vanities and stuff, and she has an ensuite bathroom, mainly because we needed another bathroom in the house. And yeah, we're kind of coming close to the end of the build. I'll drop off here, and then I'll show you some of the builds.